the Great British Pub.
Oh, you work tomorrow night, eh?
Our neighbourhood's living room, where victories are toasted, friendships flourish, and the world is put to rights over a pint of the usual.
They got it up on the wall there.
But since the turn of the millennium, the UK has lost over a quarter of its pubs. That's nearly 14,000 that have called last orders forever. I'm Tom Kerridge, and last year I set off around Britain to uncover why so many of our pubs are failing.
We've sacrificed our relationship for this pub.
I wanted to lift the lid on an industry I know and love.
They make money when people fail, driving out some of the best publicans in this country.
And try to save any more pubs from going to the wall.
We have to work out a way where we can make a profit in this business.
Back in 2005, I rescued the Hand and Flowers in Marlow and transformed it into the first 2 Michelin star pub in the world. I've since opened 2 more innovative ventures. The latest are butcher shop by day and pub by night. As the proud landlord of these 3 pubs, it pains me to see the plight of our industry. So far, I've been fighting the cause for Amy and Ian's Cornish Free House.
We take £75 a week each. It's not great.
No, it's not great. A lively music pub in Stroud run by tenants Lottie and Miles. What do you want to do, give it away and earn nothing? And an inner-city neighbourhood pub leased by Lana and Greg. Is it a Jamaican pub? No, and I don't like that. Now I'm adding another pub to the list. This is probably coming now as a really harsh reality in a bid to secure its long-term future. But none of us could ever have imagined the crisis that lay ahead.
This could be the last night that this pub trades, ever.
This is our story. I opened this when I was 31 years old. I honestly don't know if I have the energy to do it all again. Today, I'm exploring a business model which is a radical departure from the way pubs normally operate. In this popular Scottish tourist area near Loch Lomond is a pub entirely owned and run by its locals. I want to see if this is a viable way of saving vulnerable pubs. I've heard about community-owned pubs, but I've never really had any experience with them. I mean, the community buys the pub to help save it and keep it that beating heart of the community of wherever it is. And the Black Bull has only been open for a couple of months, so it's quite early doors. It'll be finding its feet. The Black Bull has served the villagers of Gartmore for over 200 years. So when it faced being sold off as housing, the locals took matters into their own hands. By selling shares and chasing grants, they raised enough cash to buy the pub outright, adding to the growing ranks of community-owned pubs in the UK.
Since the Black Bull has been taken over by the community, it has totally changed. It's very much a community place, a family place, a very friendly place.
Can I possibly offer your dog a treat?
When it's busy, it's just amazing.
I've never been here before, and it's quite a surprise, actually. A good surprise.
This is a really small village, so I think it's really important for everyone in the community.
I like to sneak in for a wee drink on the way home from jiu-jitsu, see all the old guys and see how they're getting on, making sure everybody's still alive.
You start to kind of wonder how they're doing, and then you'll probably make a house call to see how they are.
It's a pub that caters for all ages, and it's a community that's willing to keep the pub going.
So everyone from the community does shifts. We waitress, we do the bar, we pretty much do everything.
Oh, you work tomorrow night, eh?
I think with a community-run pub, it's very difficult to try and get everybody to think along the same lines.
Welcome for the very first AGM of the Black Bull Gartmore Hub and Pub Limited.
People are saying, oh, well, we'll have a playroom for the children, we'll have a heritage room for this, we'll have a cafe, and I'm counting the rooms thinking, not quite sure how this is going to work.
I'd like to ask what the plans are for modifying the spaces inside the pub.
You know, one of the things we're desperate for is places to take young kids during the day.
Could we have some better ciders?
Better?
Ciders.
It's a community pub. However, if we don't have profit, we cannot do the good things in the community we want to do.
You've only got the one street. You need a pub. Otherwise, I think the community dies. I wouldn't like to be the one that had to say, this has not worked.
Of the 100 or so community-owned pubs in Britain, there's only 2 in Scotland. To find out what it's like to run a pub by committee, I'm meeting Chairman Peter Sunderland.
Hello there.
Tom, welcome to Scotland. How you
Nice
doing?
to see you. How are you? You okay?
Very good, thank you.
Oh, lovely welcoming warm fire.
All for you, brother, all for you.
This is lovely.
Glad you think so.
And this is owned 100% by the community.
100% by the 240 people who have put some money in and bought a share.
So since you guys have owned the building, have you made any changes?
We've changed the atmosphere, but you can't see that.
Okay.
But physically, the changes. So a volunteer sanded these back. We have put new lights up, but that's it. Nothing else has changed. It's the same black ball. It's the same lovely colour on the walls.
Okay.
All the same.
So how many people do you get in here most of the time?
Last Monday, our takings were £46.
£46?
Yes, last
Okay.
Monday.
Okay, and what was
Saturday
last
was
night?
800.
Okay, all right. So it varies. It goes
Hugely.
up to the weekend. It
Yeah.
goes so this is the heart and soul of the pub.
Yep.
What about the rest of the space? Any chance of showing us around?
Come on, in, I'll have a look. So head on down the corridor.
From the front bar, a dark corridor leads past the kitchen to a cavernous restaurant.
Restaurant.
All right. Gets used a lot?
Total area, no, but we're serving every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
This room's also used as a meeting place for community groups, and Peter tells me there are plans to open it as a cafe during the day.
The lift has not been installed yet. So bedroom, numero 1.
And how many rooms have you got?
4 on this level. Up above, there were 2 staff rooms, which we're not quite sure what to do with.
These 6 bedrooms would need a lot of work to meet the modern standards of paying guests, but there's definitely potential here. The community pub has a big advantage over other business models, as any profits can be reinvested in the pub and the community. The people who bought into the Black Bull are not shareholders in the normal sense, as they won't receive dividends.
Everything that the pub has got is inside. Is there any other assets that the pub might have?
Well, yeah. Just there is our minibus with a registration HUB, Hub.
With zero tolerance drink driving laws in Scotland, the minibus means every customer can enjoy a drink.
Particularly in the summer, there's 2 or 3 big campsites, so we'll do a pick-up and a drop-off.
That's almost a full-time job driving that.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And the pub isn't the only community-owned space in Gartmore.
This is the village shop.
This is the village shop.
So this is the only shop in the village?
Only shop in the village. Just over 22 years ago, it was closing, and the village galvanised themselves, and they bought the shop.
Gartmore is certainly a tight-knit community. These local heroes, known as Bull Believers, raised almost £260,000 to buy the bull, and now volunteer to staff it.
Let me change these.
The only full-time paid member of staff is the chef, Johnny, who works 5 days a week.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, thank you so much, Chef. I'm very
Nice
good,
to see
thank
you.
you,
Nice
thank
to
you
see
as
you.
well. Very pleased as well, Chef.
All right, what do you need doing?
Are you?
Hired through an agency, Johnny's on a temporary agreement until a permanent replacement is found.
It was quite funny when I arrived here.
Yeah.
It was actually 5 days after they bought the place.
Right, okay, you were in that quickly?
Yes.
5 days after they bought it?
Yes, yes.
And how many people do you normally do? How many guests do you normally have coming through the door?
The most that I did was 44. The less that I did was 6.
Okay, so every day you do someone. There's never days where it's 0.
There has been not a single day.
And how was it when you did the 44?
It's like organize chaos, because you're like some starters, some of that, and then you end up with some of the pans, you know, there, you kind of need them for the next thing, and then you're there, and then...
So you're washing up. Nobody came in to help you when it was 44?
Not really. Being on a voluntary basis as well, sometimes it's hard for me to tell them, because I'm like, I'm paid.
So you come from a professional background?
Yes.
And
yes.
They're joining in a profession?
Yes.
But maybe
yes.
making it feel like a hobby?
Yes.
Would it work better if they weren't volunteers and they were paid?
Yes. I think that there would have been quite a few things then that I could have told them. Maybe I'm wrong.
Chefs are always right. You're the chef.
Thank you so much, Chef.
To bridge the gap between passion project and business, most community-owned pubs employ a manager or bring in tenant landlords to independently run the day-to-day. In fact, the Bull is almost alone in being run by committee and being so dependent on its volunteers.
I mean, this is just great. This community-owned pub is being used by the community. I mean, how many pubs do you know that's got a choir in it? And a pretty good one at that.
This place is all about the people, but like any other pub, there are limited funds in the coffers, so it needs to be about the business too. My dilemma is how to look to the future without ruining the community spirit. So I'm talking to Peter and operations manager Ailey Gilmore.
Do you know what? I think what you guys are doing is hugely commendable. I think it's wonderful. The people are lovely, the community is great, and you can really tell that community spirit. Okay. Now, you've done the hard bit. Well, you've done a hard bit by actually getting the bricks and the mortar. But to keep this going, to keep it moving, to keep it generating, this is where the work really begins. And you have to do it, because otherwise you're just going to sit still and nothing's going to happen.
So, what should we do in the next 3 months? If it was you,
there's a few.
If you're chairman of this group,
the cafe is a great idea. Yeah. That is a great space, but then it's got to be bigger than that. We've got 6 rooms up there that we want to make right. Yeah. Okay, so that's 6 rooms. Yeah. So you're setting the cafe up from 7:30 to get it ready to do 6 rooms worth of breakfasts. Yeah. Then the cafe's open for lunch. You've got more rooms checking in at 3. Yeah. Then you've got the bar opening that's running through till midnight, as well as trying to do food. Now, from that, we go, OK, we now need 3, 4, 5 staff.
Wow. Are you reasonably confident that we can generate the turnover to support that staffing?
You have a great foundation for it. If you don't give yourself that opportunity, it's going to sit here and it will implode. Because it will be the same 20 people that are working in here, that are drinking in here, and it will slowly tighten and tighten and tighten.
And we will manage to fix the roof.
And exactly, we have to look outwards. Yeah. And I am 100% willing to help you, wanting to help you.
Oh, thank you.
That's great.
Oh, you've been very generous.
To the point that I would very much like to buy in and buy some shares.
Oh!
That's lovely.
Deal's done.
Deal's done? Is that deal done?
Yes.
OK.
I've only invested a small sum, but now I'm an official Bull believer. If we can get the Black Bull's infrastructure right, it might be a blueprint for other threatened pubs to follow. But if we can't, it's only a matter of time before the village is left with no pub at all. The Golden Anchor is in Nunhead in southeast London. Landlady Lana took on the lease of this spacious neighbourhood local 22 years ago, creating a thriving multicultural pub with good food and lively music. Nowadays, the music helps fill the back bar a couple of nights a week. But the rest of the time, the pub is practically empty.
On a good night, when the music's going, if it's busy, it just feels awesome. There's no feeling like it. But it's too quiet too much of the time.
In a bid to attract more customers, Lana's been following my advice. She's moved her domino playing regulars to the back bar, and ordered a new range of craft beers for the front bar. Last time I was here, the open house event was a success.
Very well, and you? Nice to see you.
Now I want to capitalise on that market research.
So you've reclaimed this space, this lovely kind of the front of your pub. Now, before, the Domino's players were in here. Now you've moved them to the back. How's that gone down?
Not as well as I'd hoped.
Right.
I would have hoped that they would have understood that we need this space. We need a business that's vibrant and running, you know, like at a profit. And they haven't been very kind about it.
Okay, so they've put up a few barriers, but you're happy with the change that you've made?
I am delighted.
Right, okay.
And I'm not going back either.
Okay,
yeah.
So this is a bit of a standoff?
Not really, because I want them to stay and I want them to enjoy themselves. But if they don't, I thank them for the time that they've been here. And I give thanks for the new people that are going to come in.
Great, okay. Now listen, the last time I was here, we handed out some questionnaires for that open evening. Do you want to know what they thought of here?
Definitely, yeah.
Welcoming, lovely boozer. Stark. It's got a locals vibe, has potential. I think it's a bit bleak and brightly lit. What do you make of that?
Well, interestingly enough, I like it bright. I think, oh, they can see the pub when they're passing. But apparently I'm the only one.
It's clear to me that more changes are needed to pull in new punters, but Lana needs convincing. Only a mile up the road, I've found just the fella to inspire her.
If you look at pubs and where they're situated, there's always like housing around them. It just seems like this meeting point. I thought, actually, no, pubs are really what these communities need. Pubs that actually open the door to them and say, come in.
Claire Bonaya took on the lease of the Prince of Peckham 3.5 years ago. It's a community focal point offering Caribbean fusion food, great cocktails and lively music.
We're trying to make sure that the people that come in here have a great time, stay, remain, and come back again.
So, ever been to the Prince of Peckham?
No, not before.
No. All right. Well, this is it.
Looks really lovely.
So I want you to see these guys as a little bit of competition. Look at all the touch points that they get right. Absorb it, pinch them, steal them.
Right, okay,
all right?
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Same here, Lana.
Okay.
The pub sector as a whole might be struggling, but Clem has created a winning formula here.
This is Lana. Lana's got a pub round the corner.
Golden Anchor?
I've been.
So do you remember what this was like before Clem owned it?
Yes. Didn't come in here, but it definitely wasn't nothing like this.
For obvious reasons. I didn't come in here either.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? It wasn't that sort of pub.
What sort of pub was it?
It was very much a working class, predominantly white Irish pub. So they just never ever felt like I was welcome.
What have you had to do then to try and make that over the last 3 years of your ownership, to turn that into a space that makes everybody feel welcome?
You see on the wall as you come in, it says "Welcome to Peckham." I'm Nigerian born, but I've been here since 1986, and I've seen Peckham change. And I wanted a pub that was about Peckham, not just for black people, but for like everyone. And everyone should be able to coexist, and everyone should feel equally as loved and as valued, as important as the next person sitting next to them by the bar. I mean, but little things like lighting, music. I have this thing in my head: if you can leave your front room and spend more time in a pub than your front room, you've created that real home from home environment.
Every time I look at him, it's because this is what he's mentioned, and very, very recently. So it's like, okay, yeah.
From a business sense of view, like pure numbers, it's about spend per head. You know, it's about someone coming in and they grab a beer, then they smell the chicken coming from our drum, and they're like, we'll grab some food. Then after food, the music kind of changes, the lights are down, or I grab a cocktail. Next thing you know, it's like 9:30, the DJ's on, and a shot, and all of a sudden, 2 o'clock, and you're leaving the pub. You spend like 6 hours in there. Come on, let's have something to eat. Let's grab some food.
Come on in.
Great, thank you.
Competition to attract punters, especially younger ones, has intensified in recent years. Supermarkets selling bargain booze for as little as a fifth of pub prices, food delivery services, and home entertainment all mean that for many, staying in is the new going out. To fight back, pubs are having to offer more and widen their appeal.
So you can see similarities here between this menu and yours. but could it be tweaked to sit in a market space like this?
It would have to be tweaked, yeah. And quite frankly, our niche is far too small.
Yeah, it's very too.
Yeah.
I mean, when I ate there, it was great. The food was lovely, but you got chicken feet in this.
You do chicken foot soup? I'd come for chicken foot soup. I'd come for chicken foot soup. Yo, listen, that's what I'm talking about. What I like as a Nigerian-born black man, like I'd eat that all day. But in a pub, in an environment like this,
precisely.
You know, you're really just trying to deliver food where people can come, eat. Doesn't matter what colour you are. Doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter what background you're from.
Sometimes I think maybe I've just got tired. Just tired, I think, really. I think, like, what we've done, we just, like, catered for the people that we had coming in there, our community, our black people, because we had plenty at one time. I think we alienated our neighbours, and we're thinking, oh, they just didn't like us because we were black. But maybe they thought we didn't like them because they were white. Now I'm inspired. Look, I'm not jumping up and, but I am. I do feel inspired.
The big picture here for me is that you've been in that pub for 20 years. Clem's been in this one for free. What's going to bring people through the door for you now? It's the change of ambience, the atmosphere, the lighting. It's like the pub industry has moved on another 20 years from when you first entered it. And it's kind of, you've got to play a massive game of catch-up.
I honestly, and please don't take it in a patronising way, like you need to see that your pub really is a jewel in none head's crown.
Pubs can occupy an important space in our lives. Not work, not home, but a third place. Somewhere to unwind, listen to music, talk politics. The Prince Albert in Robborough, Stroud, has seen a fair few political debates over the years.
Is on course for a very solid majority.
But it's best known for live music. Despite its great reputation, landlady Lottie and husband Miles only made £3 grand profit last year.
We have nothing. We have no pension, we don't own property. We have to work out a way where we can make a profit in this business.
Like 30% of UK pubs, the Albert's owned by a pub company. And the deal they have to buy their booze, known as a beer tie, restricts the margins on their main source of revenue. But my 3 pubs are also owned by a pub co, so I know there are ways of making it successful, if you're prepared to diversify.
How we doing, chef?
Hello, Tom.
What we got going on in there?
Well, we've got a spicy one.
With no commercial kitchen of their own, Lottie and Miles regularly invite mobile pizza chef Dylan to the Albert.
So how does it work then as a business for you? Do you pay them rent to turn up?
No, some nights will be busy, some nights it'll just be dead. We won't make that much money. But no, currently we're not paying any pitch or
right.
fee.
So you come in for free, so all the profit margin is yours?
Yeah, all profit margin is mine, yeah.
Right, got you. How long have you been set up as a business?
Since last June. I'm looking to progress to get a shop rent, but for now, this is a
nice little addition to your business.
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
Yeah.
There's no doubt Dylan's pizzas add value to the customer's experience, but they don't put cash in the till. And it's the same with the bands. Musicians tend to get money from the door plus a cut from the bar, with free drinks thrown in for good measure.
The best hospitality operators are the ones that are most generous and warm-hearted and genuinely want people to have a wonderful, lovely time. And that's exactly what Lottie and Miles are. Except you could argue that they're perhaps a little over-generous.
These guys are never going to be hard-nosed business people, but they have to be more commercially minded to have any chance of keeping the Albert open in the long run.
The gigs nights, I mean, I was here for that one, it was...
So that was a ticketed event?
Yeah.
I think we've got contracts with bands already that we have to honour.
Yes.
So we'll charge a couple of quid on the door and pass the hat round. I'm struggling with the fact that once we do that we're going to ask them twice for money. So, but I've just paid to get in.
Well, it's 2 different things, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, here's my thing for that, right? You start calling it the tips jar. that then is a gratuity on top of what they've already paid.
Do you know what the pleasing thing is? That it's like you in particular, Miles, sound much more willing to give something a go. You know, the fact that you're questioning it and moving it forward is brilliant. And then the food, the pizzas, I thought they were great.
They're good, aren't they?
They're really good.
Yeah.
Super tasty, really nice guy. So he's looking for a permanent site to sell pizzas from. You have a great space downstairs in your courtyard. You could turn that space into a commercial pizza kitchen that is permanent.
Yeah.
Could you imagine how busy you could be every summer night if you're the place for pizzas?
It would cost us investment to be able to do that, though, as well, wouldn't it? That would be...
Yes, but that's a business plan.
Yeah.
I mean, the reality is you get a kitchen company in to come and give you a quote on how much to put a pizza oven and turn that around.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm estimating 25 grand, right? Which
we're spending on someone else's building. Thinking, well, I'm not going to invest in this building. It's a 3-year right to renew lease. Where are we going to be in 3 years' time? I don't actually know. I can't think any time in the last 14 years that I've been here that Pubco developed our business.
I'll let you into a secret about pub companies that I have found out along the way. A pub company is run by spreadsheets and mostly people answering to boards of directors. That doesn't mean to say that what they're doing is right, but what it does mean that they need to understand you as an individual business. So if you sat back there and said, listen, I've just spent, plucking a figure out, 25 grand on an outdoor kitchen, well, maybe they might invest. You know, you've created a brilliant business at the top of the hill that is a music venue that serves 7 real ales and loads of different other things, with 2 brilliant landlords that smile and say hello when you come through the door. You are an asset to the pub world. They will recognise that if you open yourself up to that conversation. And if they don't, I mean, it's their loss.
As good a pair of publicans as they are, Lottie and Miles seem nervous about dealing with their pub company. Pubcos are big, powerful businesses, owning 14,500 pubs in the UK. But they shouldn't be the enemy. It's in their interest to keep pubs open.
So I'm off to see Clive Chester today, who's CEO of Punch. But funnily enough, I know him from his former role. He was heading up a department of Green King pubs, and 2 of my pubs out of the 3 are with Green King, and I've always had a good relationship with them. So I'm going to push him a little bit on the relationship that he has with Miles and Lottie.
After selling a large number of their pubs to breweries such as Heineken, Punch has shrunk considerably in recent years. But they say this allows them to focus more on their remaining licence holders. I'm hoping that means I can get some much-needed support for Lottie and Miles.
Imagine that I'm like the first time that I've ever heard of a beer tie, and I'm thinking of taking on a pub. How does that work as a business model?
So if you step back and young Tom is thinking of taking on your first pub, as you were 15 years ago, there's a range of options available to you. So one range of option is to take on that business for a rent, and there is normally an element of tie that comes with that, where you buy products through the pub company. But there is a real varying scale of the type of agreements that pub companies like Punch and others offer, and then with varying degrees of tie. And actually, we shouldn't just consider the cost of running the business, the cost of buying the beer, but also look at the overall package that pub companies like Punch provide. So we have a team of operators who are out and about around the country, and we can provide support that is really personalised to the needs of that particular publican and the level of experience they have.
OK, well, that's great, because that brings us on to the next point, I suppose, which is about tenants and landlords that are working very hard, 2 of which I know you have at the Prince Albert, and that's Lottie and Miles, who are exceptional pub people. But they are at the point of thinking, enough is enough, I can't do this anymore. Why do you think that is?
So, firstly, I agree. Lottie and Miles are a great example of hard-working, talented publicans who have created actually a really unique offer. And I think the local community of Rodborough are lucky to have Lottie and Miles, as are we at Punch.
But why can't they make any money?
So I believe they can make money. Our view is that it's important to try and diversify that business further, whether that's introducing a community kitchen, whether it's stretching the day part and trying to generate more business at the quieter times of the week. But the really important thing is that they're investing in their business plan, because that is the way that we like to work with our publicans. So, we work together on helping them develop the business plan for the next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years.
So could we say from here that Punch, some of your team would sit down with Lottie and Miles and talk through a way for you as a company to invest in them for the next 10 years to make sure that they can earn £35,000, £40,000 a year, and it just feel right for everybody?
That's exactly what we want to do.
Thank you, Clive. From meeting Clive, the biggest thing that I'm interested in today is actually the support that Punch are willing to give, the behind the scenes, the business help. They sound open to the idea of investing to diversify the business, which is good news. But I worry that Lottie and Miles will continue to struggle without some kind of concession on the beer tie. In the idyllic Cornish village of Chilsworthy, the White Hart is a freehold pub, so owners Amy and Ian are responsible for every facet of running their business.
I've run out of waitress pads, so let's go with sticky notes for a minute. Okay.
Don't drop it, Ian. Don't drop it.
But like landlords in rural pubs across the UK, no matter how hard they cook, clean, mend and pour, they struggle to pull in enough customers to make ends meet.
Don't panic.
The work-life balance thing is definitely not being achieved at the minute.
It's the constant barrage of everyone wanting you, and that's before you even open the pub and have to speak to the general public.
To attract more revenue from tourists, I've encouraged Amy and Ian to make major structural changes, extending the front bar to take in their stunning surroundings.
If you had to sit here and look out for the view, it'd be wonderful. They've done a lot of work.
But now I want to turn to an often overlooked aspect of running a pub: efficiency. With structural work on the bar in full flow, the cramped and dated kitchen is shut. I want to convince Amy and Ian now's the time to make badly needed improvements before they completely burn out.
All right, mate, how are we getting on?
We're getting on okay.
Come on in. Now, Amy was talking about she was going to do some work in this kitchen. What was the plans of work that you were going to do?
In the ideal situation,
We'd knock this down.
this wall will come out.
But I can't knock another wall down.
No. Well, look, I've got a couple of ideas that isn't going to cost a great deal, I don't think. From a kitchen flow point of view, if you're going to get busier, which you are, once that bar's open there's more space, there's more people knowing about you, it's a great place with a view. This kitchen ain't going to cope. This area is an issue, right? So I think what we need to do is swap these two places over. So you've got all the cook stuff in that end. Here is kind of like a prep bit. And then it gives a nice kitchen flow, makes it easier to work. There's no structural work we've got to do here. There's just a cleaning out, ripping out, and trying to replace it with some stainless steel stuff that hopefully we can blag a little bit of it secondhand. Time scale on this, where, in an ideal world, when would that happen?
Ideally, because the kitchen's being closed over the work when we're doing the works, ideally I'd love to do all of this before. Well,
What, we reopen again?
yeah.
Amy's right to act now. The sooner it's back in business, the better for everyone. This place provides a lot for the local community, and not just great food and award-winning beer. The White Hart's 6 regular staff, its builders and its contractors all live within a few miles of the pub.
So how big is the village?
It's not very big, really. It's all along this road, I guess, maybe 300 at the max.
Pub regular and history enthusiast Mark Wash has offered to show me round the village.
The little track up here went up to the railway station, which was just under that tree at the top.
Right, okay.
This is the Tamar Valley down the bottom here.
Yeah.
And you see all these trees here? That was the biggest copper mine in the world at one point, and there would have been thousands of people working over there.
And when did that close down?
Late 19th century, around
Right,
sort of
okay.
1870, 1880, something like that.
OK, so there'd have been a lot of noise. It'd have been echoing all around the valley?
There would have been a lot of thirsty miners as well.
Right.
A lot of thirsty miners.
Despite its rich mining heritage, Cornwall's no longer a prosperous county, with its limited wealth focused around the coast, not inland villages like Chilsworthy. But rural pubs add value and can inject up to £100,000 into their local economies. And the positive impact of the White Hart isn't just financial. The pub raises thousands for charity, and as a former healthcare professional, Amy's used funds to buy a community defibrillator. And with no shop in the village, the couple recently opened one in the pub. I think it could be better stocked, but for now, it provides locals with everyday essentials. So this really is the only place left in the village that works for the community?
It is. There's nowhere else. If you want to have an event or have a meeting for a club or just come down for a drink and a chatter, this is it.
Well, I suppose I owe you a pint.
Oh, thank you very much. I wouldn't say no.
So many pubs across the UK have been lost simply because the bricks and mortar are worth more when converted into housing. But communities pay a high price when they're gone. In Chilsworthy, there'd be nowhere to celebrate the biggest date in the Cornish calendar.
You look great.
Oh, thank you.
Mary!
It's St Piran's night. The new bar's not quite finished, but hopefully that won't dampen the atmosphere.
Ewan, did you brush your hair tonight?
Yes. The local choir are in to lead the traditional sing-along.
It's looking like it's going to get quite busy, isn't it? So it's going to be good fun. It's warming up, definitely.
It's our little loco. Since Ian and Amy have been here, it's had a really good vibe. She lets the premise be used as a general sort of community resource, really. So, yeah, it's really, really good, and we're lucky.
This is St Piran's night. Let's hope I don't burn the pasties, the roast potatoes, and let's hope they can sing great. Everyone's going to sing great. They will, because it's Cornwall, and we've all got voices of angels in Cornwall.
At 9 o'clock, people all around Cornwall sing the county's anthem, Trelawney. It's known as a Cornish shout.
They fixed the where when and shall Trelawney die. Here's 20,000 Cornish men will know the ring.
It's not just about being Cornish. Guess what? You're celebrating your local pub being open. Look at it. It's 20 past 9 on a Thursday in a pub in the middle of nowhere. It's amazing. But that's what we need. We need the locals like that to support us. And that's what we need to carry on.
For Ian, it's a brief respite to take stock of what the couple have achieved.
And we've been so busy over the last couple of weeks. The nightmare of the logistics of things, of keeping the pub open, trying to make people happy and still serve them good beer and still keep a good atmosphere, which, to be honest, has been fantastic. We've had people come in, peeking their heads round the corners and trying to see the bar. I think today was one of those days where I thought, I think it's going to be worth it. It's been really, really good.
And no one will ever move me from this land.
Village pubs like the White Hart are connecting people, reducing loneliness and keeping traditions alive. I may be able to help develop them as businesses, but it's the people that make them what they are.
For this is my Cornwall, and this is my home.
For this is my Cornwall, and this is my home.
Yeah, break. Please, have a drink. Pasties. Oh, fuck, pasties.
In Stirlingshire's Blackpool, there's a fine line between punter and publican.
No, because you'll get covered in paint, Helen.
Since my last visit, volunteers have begun to tackle some of the long overdue decorating work.
We are a kind of wee marketing and events group, and we all quite like decorating and doing things as well, so we said we would take on doing this room. The youth club are going to use it, and the kids from the village will be welcome to come in and out and use it as they like.
While the marketing group paint the games room, the property group are also meeting.
And if we set ourselves a goal that these rooms are ready by Easter, or as many as we can are ready by Easter, that gives us a 6-week window.
With retired builders, architects and a hotel designer, they've got the expertise to begin renovating the bedrooms. Every day, a dedicated group of volunteers tackle the endless list of jobs it takes to keep a pub running. And the responsibility for making sure there's a volunteer for every job falls on Ailey's shoulders.
Hello there, mate.
Hi.
What are you up to?
I'm up to trying to sort out a rota.
You send this rota to all 250 members?
No.
Why not?
Because it doesn't go out to all the members. It's only people who have signed up.
And then you're waiting for people to tell you what they're going to do?
Yes.
For up to 3 months in advance?
Yes.
For Ailey, the Black Bull is a family affair. Husband Alan is chief minibus driver and firewood supplier. And her grandsons, twins Fraser and Ross, help out in the bar and look after the pub's website when they're back visiting their gran.
Throughout her whole life, our gran's been there, basically as another mother figure for us. I mean, she does get a little bit stuck into the pub sometimes, a bit too much, but that's just the way she is. Like, when she starts something, she wants to finish it and do it properly, so.
Loves having a project, so this came along at the perfect time.
So the one problem I've got...
For the last 2 decades, Ailey's been responsible for caring for others. Daughter Laura, who suffered with a debilitating illness for many years, tragically died when her twin sons were still very young. So Gran Ailey raised Fraser and Ross as her own.
You're a big dynamo. You're the person that's driving it. You're here a lot. I mean, your name's on that rota a lot. You're writing the rotas. What do you get out of it personally?
A lot of satisfaction. The boys have loved it. That's why they get involved. They've been here since they were little tots. So on a personal level, it really means a lot to me that this place stays. But also, now that the boys are doing their own thing, I've gone from nursing somebody for 15 years, bringing up 2 kids, doing the school runs, etc. And then it's all gone and you think, what will I do now? And of course, this has come up and it's just been a turnaround for me. I have just loved it.
So this is your new caring project?
Yeah, well, I suppose it is in a way, I just would hate to see it go.
Yeah. Well, it's not going.
So,
you've got it.
Yep.
Just got to make it work.
I know that.
But you're doing it. You're the beating heart of this.
Well, I hope we can... I'm hoping you coming on board will help as well.
Do you know what? Between you and me, I think it's going to be a little harder than a lot of people think it's going to be.
I think it's going to be hard, but I think it's worth it.
Good.
Absolutely think it's worth it.
I'm glad you think it is, because it is.
Ailey is an inspiring example of the drive and enthusiasm the volunteers are bringing to this enterprise. But there's a potential vulnerability here too.
I think after 6 months or a year, I think people get a bit browned off with being on call free of charge, particularly the youngsters.
We need to get the people who are helping to pace themselves. I mean, there are people in the community who are looking genuinely tired because of the amount of work they're doing here, and that's not sustainable.
Known as volunteer fatigue, most community-owned pubs guard against this pitfall by recruiting a core of paid professionals.
Well, if you can come just now, we'll see you in 10 minutes.
Today, Peter and Head of HR, Janice, are interviewing for a general manager.
All right, cheers, bye.
But the candidate is late.
You seriously recruit him after that? I mean, he's not even bothered turning up.
Recruitment in the hospitality industry is a tricky business. There's a UK-wide shortage of good hospitality staff, with many pubs and hotels reporting difficulties recruiting.
What experience have you actually had of training staff?
Out of 51 applications to the Bull, only 3 candidates have taken up the offer of an interview. It's an employees market, which is coming as a shock to Peter and Janice.
So, guys, what do we think?
Well, I did, you know, I did manage to put his lateness and out of the window, so that was fine.
I missed the beginning, right at the beginning. Did he give a reason?
He said on the phone that he got caught up and he was really sorry he'd not realised the time. But he did not repeat the apology.
But that said, yeah, I mean, I think he sounds like he works hard, delivers hard. Whether he is suited to this environment, not sure.
Guys, I have to point out, this is probably coming now as a really harsh reality and a strong learning curve of this industry. There are so many facets to this job. It's huge. You have to be hospitality-led. You have to be a human. You have to look after people. You have to have a caring heart and a soul. You have to change beds. You have to do... This is a massive thing here. Now, I'm telling you now, 100%, you cannot find that one person, put them in there, hope they got everything right, and walk away from it, and call in here and sit the other side of the bar and have a drink with them, and hope that's going to happen. I hate you. Because that is never, ever going to happen. No. Unless you have to then start giving them a huge amount of support. Your skill set that each of you bring to this, you are now that support system. And you are an amazing bunch of people that have taken this on and are making it amazing. This isn't a game for people to play around with. The realities of the survival of this place is the fact that it has to be run professionally by people that tick all those boxes. Right. But it is magic when there's a team of people that make it work together.
I think for the Black Bull, the team is the key here.
What do you think would be the challenges working with volunteers as opposed to paid staff?
And with their aspirations for the pub, experience tells me they're going to need more than just one industry professional. I opened my first pub, The Hand and Flowers, with my wife Beth in 2005. It may be a Michelin star success today, but back then it was a real struggle. We started with just 2 members of staff and paid ourselves only £150 a week. Now, across my various hospitality businesses, I employ 260 staff and a regular team of specialists for setting up new sites and refurbishments. Interior designer Eve Cullen-Corns has used her creative flair to transform the look of all my pubs.
Need a hand, mate?
Yeah.
She's also my sister-in-law.
Oh. So these, perhaps you need to do this, Tom.
You want me to hold it?
I've asked her to help Lana create that home-from-home vibe at the Golden Anchor.
You just get a load of blokes to stand here, that's what it is. So they become customers and lampshades. I'm looking for a light grey.
Warm grey.
A warm grey, yes, that word.
These are all welcoming tones. If you look at the bottom, that pulls it through.
The dark grey that's on the wood panelling at the bottom, you keep that.
Yeah.
And then it's what goes above the next layer up.
Yeah.
So you can see where they are warm, there's a contrast to that being quite hard and dark.
Lana seems to be embracing my suggestions. With just £1,500 of savings to get the work completed, she and her partner Greg are getting stuck into the renovation work.
The walls are being done now. So we've got undercoat, plastering, quite a lot of work, not quite a lot of work's been going on. And we're sanding away. This bar's closed Monday to Thursday, and then we sort out and tidy up and get it ready for the weekend opening. But the big bar, which we're fortunate to have, is opened all the time.
Back at the White Hart, I've asked another of my regular contractors to lend a hand.
Hi, Tom.
Mate, how are you? You all right? Yeah, lovely.
Jason Ball designed and fitted all my professional kitchens, and I've asked him to come up with a plan for the White Harts.
What do you make of it? All right?
Yeah, it's different.
It's different. It's small, isn't it? It's compact.
No, but it can definitely work.
So obviously, as you know, we've got to keep these costs down to a minimum. So it is all right with a bit of second-hand kit, is it?
Not a problem. The beauty of it as well is Ian's going to bring a new waste in for us, so we're going to connect, and then we can just get in here and out in a day, and we're not going to cause too much of a problem here.
You get it in and out in a day?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Bright and early and out lasting at night.
Absolutely.
As long as Amy feeds you, keeps you with tea, I was just going to say.
With the kitchen out of action and all their resources ploughed into the pub,
Stay at the floor.
there are few home comforts for Amy and Ian.
So, we got tons of boxes. There's nowhere else for them to go, you see. We're running out of space. this is where we're eating at the moment. It's really not ideal. It's awful.
Fortunately for them, their regulars have come to their aid.
Debbie's lent us her oven and hob. Trevor's partner, Jan, made us beef stew. And that's just basically what it's all about, really. It's a community. And, yeah, I literally said, can someone feed me, please, for the week? Because feed us for a week or two, because we have limited kitchen resources. And it's just brilliant, yeah. It just makes it a little bit bearable, more bearable, really.
Up in Scotland, and work is motoring ahead.
Right then. Okay, no.
The family games room is open for use. And with tourist season fast approaching, the property group have begun the transformation of the bedrooms.
It's good fun, and I think as volunteers, I mean, I've retired a year and a half, and I've never worked so hard in my life.
Chairman Peter's also been hard at work.
We've landed an amazing contract. Just groups between 12 and 15 Americans coming across. And what they're going to come and do is come for coffee in the morning. We'll get the fire on some scones. And then they just want to wander through the village and just see what it's like to be in a Scottish village. From our point of view, it's great news, because to get 2 groups of these a week from right through the summer season is brilliant.
And there's news on the recruitment drive too.
I'm just doing a wee email to update Tom, since he was last up and doing the interviews. The good news is we have actually managed to recruit a couple. I think they'll be absolutely perfect for what we have here in the village.
Do you see Chris here or just walk in?
Manager Lisa and Chef Chris are starting in their full-time positions at the Black Bull. And it's a fond farewell to agency chef Johnny.
You have Chris here now, my darling, so you need to make sure that you guys keep the love like you had it for me. You keep doing the same thing, keep smiling.
Look, I've got a tear running down my nose.
I wish you all the best, Chris. Very nice, very pleased to meet you, mate. I wish you all the best, yeah. And don't you worry, you're gonna be safe with them. They're good people, Chris. Otherwise, I wouldn't have ended up spending here almost 7 months.
Things are also looking up at the Prince Albert.
The only other thing we've got storage-wise is a little storage shed up there.
Mind if I just do a route through?
No, go for it.
The property team from their pub company are paying a visit to discuss improvements.
We could cut the carpet back all the way there, replace all of this, and have this as wooden floor the same as there.
Well, that's probably a better solution. If ultimately carpet is better for you in terms of the acoustics.
Now, they're very much, oh, right, OK, well, yes, you could have a new floor put here, and we could put a new window in there. They want to get a feel for the place, and they want to see how they can help.
But that's where the good news ends.
China has announced a sharp rise in the number of people killed by the coronavirus. Health officials are also attempting to trace anyone who might have been in contact with the 9th person who's been diagnosed with the virus here in the UK.
Well, I don't normally anti-back the taps. Normally think they're clean enough, but anything people are touching, I think it's probably a good idea to give it a little thing.
In a cruel twist of fate, just as our hard work seems to be paying off in all 4 pubs, news is building of a global crisis which could shake the industry to its core.
Coronavirus is now spreading faster outside China than within, says the World Health Organization.
We did have the hot water turned off in here, but we turned it back on so people can have hot water to wash their hands with.
Last week we had 2 gigs, Biscuit Ahead, the Biscuit Badgers and the Magpies. That was the last 2 gigs that we're going to have here for the foreseeable future. Everything is either cancelled or postponed. We had some artists that were coming from Holland, a guy from Germany, France. It's just mind-boggling how quickly it's happened. But it's not just us. It's going to cripple the hospitality industry. It's going to... Pubs, what's going to happen?
80% of Brits say coronavirus won't put them off pub visits. That's good. Did you hear that, Trev?
What's that?
survey, 80% of people says it won't put them off coronavirus. Won't put them off coming to the pub.
Obviously, the coronavirus has come is basically in the middle of what we're doing, or towards the end. But the timing, I don't think could be any worse, to be fair. It's just great. I mean, the thing I'm worried about is if me or Amy gets it, we can't really isolate ourselves at home because this is our home. So what do? Do we shut the pub down for 2 weeks? You know, and follow the guidelines, or do we just stay upstairs and isolate upstairs? But I just don't know.
3 more cases of coronavirus are confirmed in the UK as global markets plunge amid fears of a pandemic.
Busy today? Although I did worry, the Scottish Government are saying over 70s are to like self-isolate. I was like, well, who's going to run the pub? Because most of our volunteers are over 70. Bailey, would you self-isolate for like months and months now you've passed the big 10?
If I've got to, I've got to, but...
You wouldn't want to, would you?
No! I'm saying I would kill Alan if I had to be stuck in the house for a month with him. Someone would be murdered, it would be him. Everything's looking as if it's sort of closing in. I think that's now America have shut the doors. The potential we had for the Americans was going to be 25,000 over the year, which obviously is a big sum of money. It's tough and it's worrying, especially at this time for us when we're just about to get the rooms up and running. Just taking on new staff, you think, couldn't have happened at worse time.
With the government recommending we avoid large gatherings, footfall into pubs, restaurants and hotels nosedives. Premises, mine included, are almost deserted. The industry we love and rely on for our livelihoods is shutting down before our eyes.
Just spent the last 5 months trying to help all of these 4 pubs, and now I'm exactly the same as them. None of us have got any customers.
Dear Sir or Madam, the coronavirus has brought significant challenges to many small businesses across the world. Over the past weeks, the Golden Anchor in particular has seen our customer numbers fall to levels of 1 person in a day or none. As you are no doubt aware, the government's latest advice suggests that the public avoids pubs, clubs and restaurants. So ask if you will please bear with us during this difficult period. Thanking you in advance.
Next time, the grim reality hits.
We've got somebody on Rodborough Hill with COVID-19.
We are collectively telling cafes, pubs, bars and restaurants to close.
Can we support our communities during lockdown?
Who knows how bad it's going to be over the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, but at least we know we can get food out and care for people.
My role has definitely changed to giving people these essential items that they need to survive.
Insurance company.
We can't give up yet. No way. It's too early in the game.
And can our businesses survive the pandemic?
What the actual fuck are we supposed to do now?